First and 10 at the 34. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Murray going to look to run. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now it's 2nd and 9. Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Cardinals 7, Rams nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
1-yard line.
Now it's gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
Complete.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 now. Goff. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams, nothing.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The give to Taylor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Taylor. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 11-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. Also
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Taken right around the 44. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, the ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Budda Baker with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Murray going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line. On
second down now. It's Taylor, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with the throw. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
48-yard line.
Taylor.
Jonathan
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And Murray's going to keep it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
John Johnson.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
36-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Rams. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Cardinals 20, Rams 10.
From the 36, Goff. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. On first down, Akers. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Complete to
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
By Jeff Okudah.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you, and make sure they touch it.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check pass, check pass. Slam. 6 guys.
They run once more with Taylor. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 51. Mike 51. I got one. Check 50. Check 50. Back. Tight dog.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jonathan Taylor with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Cardinals 27, Rams 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Goff throwing complete here to Jefferson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And the Rams first down.
Now it's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the ground, it's Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Los Angeles.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And the Rams are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.